are filled with tons of going wrong, where only later it was shown that it was a preparation for something greater or something that allowed us to transcend our ego and get out of our own way and be the loving force and presence we know that we are capable of. So this trusting this process, it means believing that life is working in your favor. The universe is not out to get us. You are not that important. I know it. I know it. Darn it. And this doesn't mean, of course, challenges won't arise. It doesn't mean we won't suffer. I don't know how to not suffer. I can know how to appreciate my suffering. It doesn't mean any of that, but when we surrender, we begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be avoided. We see challenges as experiments where it's like, well, how are you going to show up in this one, Shara? You know, and when your nervous system is too activated to show up the way you want to show up, what are you going to do about that? So opportunities reveal parts of us that we might not be able to see, but then we can see them. So we don't have to be run by them. Instead, we can be run by spirit. We can be run by the mystery. We can be run by love. We can be run by the best of who we are, the eternal, the true. And then the third thing to consider, letting go of the illusion of control, trusting the process, trusting life, and living in the present moment. Surrender means living in the moment where we soften. We don't harden. We become flexible. We have the courage to become flexible. It's kind of a martial art. There's a real strength to the art of surrender. And so often we get caught up in our thoughts about the future or regrets about the past that we miss the richness of the present. You've heard me say many times, when something exceeds your expectations, marinate in it, luxuriate in it, tell everyone in your life, write it down, say gratitude and prayer, because we need those reference points of how things can sometimes be so much better. Because sometimes we can't see. We can't see the life's perfection in the moment. We can only see it with altitude and time and distance. So we have to remember those experiences that go so well and fortify us with faith and well-being so we can draw on it when things are a little bit more difficult. And this is all mindful practice. This is one of the reasons of meditation. Meditation is one way to help regulate the nervous system so we're less reactive. And it's one way to detach from the mind and the emotions so we can get to the place where we can always respond from our loving, even if things aren't going our way. So, what works for you? Is it meditation time? Is it walks in nature? Is it being fully present to what you are doing, even for 5 intentional minutes a day, where we can be like, wow, I'm alive.